Hello everyone, welcome to Market Watch. It is time to discuss the Digimon card game market on this beautiful Thursday morning, Wednesday night when I'm recording this, but you're going to see this and hopefully it's going to be a beautiful Thursday morning. We have Digimon cards, we have hype, and I have no other introduction besides that. Let's just see what's happening, what's popping, as some people like to say. Like, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells, mashed potatoes, and let's just start from the top, which is always the Omnimons, and there really hasn't been any change. I do want to give a shout out to the 420 Omnimon Blaze It. You love to see that. Besides that, though, nothing too crazy happening. I don't normally like looking at cards like this. I've talked about this before in Market Watches. I like pulling up specific cards and not going so general. But I'm doing the whole general thing. So I want to show you guys that EX5 is becoming less in demand. The singles are dropping. Some very slight, some a lot more massively. Things are pretty much everything except for Leviamon is falling. And Dianamon. Everything, and Axonic Protoform. And Leviamon. Everything else is basically falling from what it was. Even the lottery cards are falling. The proper one is more expensive than the non-proper one. That's fine. But if you guys look at this, I remember a time when these were selling for $78 a box because it was that good of a deal. And now they're not. Now they're back down to 67. What I want to bring to your attention, though, is the fact that you can still pull good money in this set. You can still get lucky with your box toppers. It's very possible. So don't give up on this set. I think we're back in the realm where $67 a box is good. And hopefully don't get hosed. There are boxes that can hose you, but then you can also open boxes that are over $100. So, like, in a case, I think there's a lot of reward potentially in doing it. Blast Ace. So, besides this card, which is falling, the lottery cards are still the most expensive ones. Magnet Ace taking the top, which doesn't surprise me. Ignore the championship cards for a second. Patamon is more expensive than Satsuki, and then it just goes way down from there. Set 14 is no longer as desirable as it once was, simply because the value just isn't holding up as strong. Arguably, the EX5 has stronger value, kind of, but its top-end alternate arts are more expensive than our top-end alternate arts. Like, 36 and 35 is more expensive than, like, what was it, 29 and 27 or something? Like, that is kind of there, and you have your whole bunch of mid-tier alt arts. The box toppers can also be good. For $80 a box, though, you're running a little more of a hazard. If it was $67 a box, I'd say go ahead and try to get lucky. Maybe get a case, but we're not there anymore. We just are not there anymore. Your super rares do have some okay value in this set if you want to take a deep dive. Like Patamon is $9, and then the rest are 5 and under now. So, that's what's happening right now with BT14. $80 a box seems a little bit high, but if you can find them for cheaper, keep that in mind. Also, one more important thing to keep in mind, the difference between EX5 and BT14. EX5 has 3 alternate arts in a box and maybe a secret rare, whereas BT14 does not. It has either 2 alt arts or 1 alt art and 1 secret rare. So, it makes this set look a lot more valuable right now to open up from a box opening perspective. It really does. So I want you guys to keep that on the back burner if you want to try playing some games. Again, buy a box for $67 or buy 12 for $670. You basically save the money on 2 boxes that way. You're probably going to end up in the plus if you sell everything. So, good luck. I don't know. Champion 2023 Tamer Pack. These are the cards that are given out at Nationals. These 8 cards here. Honestly, this checks out. This really does check out. I have nothing to say about this. These are max rarity cards of cards. That just does not make sense in a sentence. I'm sorry. But I think you guys know what I mean, right? These are your max rarity cards in whatever form they're replacing. It makes sense that Lugarmon is $45. Lugarmon is going to be one of the best purple decks in BT15 once the ban list takes effect. Like, that makes sense to me. Geogreymon a great card. This makes sense to me. High Commandramon is hyped. Makes sense. Red Hybrid's broken. This makes sense. This Vidramon, maybe. Sunflowmon, maybe. Crossheart, makes sense. Royal Knights could be lower. I think a lot of these have room to fall as more people list them, but don't forget that these will run out. When they do run out, that's when the price will get interesting on some of these cards. All right, Galmon Ultimate Cup Top 8 prize on TCG Players going for $485. Now, if you want to take a look at something, this checks out. It really does. I say that because someone on Facebook recently, I can't remember, like it was this weekend or where it was, but someone was selling one for $200 online. It's a shame that this card has fallen to such low lows. Unfortunately, when you have a bad card, I'm going to get shit on for saying that by some people, a not so meta card as a top 8 prize, it really does cause issues. It's not like Emperor Greymon, which we're getting top 8 in this Ultimate Cup coming up, that you need to probably play 4 of. You know what I mean? That's not the case with this Gallantmon. You don't really do that. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. This will probably keep going down in price. But I will always give you the cautionary tale that if this card does seem out of play for some reason, a hype price could happen. On a card like this, expensive and hard to get, you could really feel it on this card. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. Shine Greymon Ruin Mode at $65 right now, but only 7 listings. Basically, if you buy a playset, 1, 2, and 1, it's $75. A buyout could happen on this card very, very soon. Just saying. Next up here, Loosemon Chaos Mode. A lot of the Loosemon hype is kind of falling off. Dynasmon is still expensive from BT13 alternate art, but besides that, everything else is kind of falling. My recommendation is wait for it to keep falling. It's a while before we get that set EX6, so I don't have to worry about it right now. It will fall, and it will go back up again once EX6 comes closer. Until then, sell if you got it. You'll be able to get it cheaper for later. Rena. Rena is going down in price, $40, $39 a pop right now. It makes sense. All Force isn't very good. I mean, unless you're one of those All Force people, it's not very good. I don't believe you should hold on to this card. I think it will fall. I would not play All Force right now. I just strictly would not do it. Seems suicidal to do so. Someone had a conversation with me the other day about Gobblemon X, this one, and the whole thing. Well, what happens with the ban list? Doesn't this become the Gobblemon X you gotta play? And the question is, yeah. And it went up in price, as you guys can see. It hit $30. Now it is starting to taper off a tiny bit, but it is close to $30. This card, I would be surprised once the ban list gets closer and closer to happening if this card sees some crazy action. So I would keep your eyeball on this card. I wouldn't act on this card right now. I still have one that I'm holding on to because I think there's room to grow on it. So that's what I'm doing. But if you guys want to, get crazy, you can do that. I mean, if you bought these while they were $16, right? You can sell them now for profit. I think you're fine. Andromon X Antibody is seeing new heights at $40 basically. 3 copies left until it's gone, and then it's a seller's market from there. This card's crazy. I'm telling you, card's insane. Next up, Beelzemon X. This card is not escaping the hype. This card is going crazy. Beelzemon Top 16 Nationals may have also had an impact on this, maybe, but I'm more inclined to believe it is due to the Demon Lords and the EX6. It's a great card. It's a fantastic card, and it's very close to buyout, so be very careful. I would sell if I had it, straight up. I wouldn't try to wait for a buyout to happen, because maybe it doesn't happen. This card. Fire Mode's going down, $14. Yeah, the hype is wearing off. Yeah, grab it while it's cheap, I guess. Could continue to go down, by the way. Miri's going down. It was 20, now it's 15 for this one, and then it's back up to high prices. Use this as an opportunity to grab some Miris for $15. Grab them for cheap. Sell them if you can. Sell your Miris if you got them at 19, 20 bucks. Make some quick money that way. Quartzmon is hitting, it's starting to taper down a little bit. Kind of. Sort of. I would wait for it to continue to fall. I don't think anyone's really thinking about Quartzmon right now. I know there's a BT15 Ultimate Cup happening before the ban list. I don't think anyone's really thinking of Quartzmon in that. And then maybe post-ban list, Quartzmon does some things. But I think the hype is kind of cooling off on Quartzmon right now. I wouldn't really go into it. And lastly, Raremon is creeping up. I do actually see a world that says $20. I really do. The card is good. Or close to $20, maybe. Maybe like, maybe not 20, but like 18.99 or something crazy like that. Raremon is going to be a card on people's minds after all these Garurumon cards get hit in terms of purple deck thinning. It's also good in Machine Dramon, which is going to be 215 hype as well. And it's just a good staple, like a 4-drop to discard to Destiny draw. It's pretty good. It trusts any card in your hand. It's literally Destiny draw on a body. It's very nice. So I would keep your eyeballs on this card. I think it's going to see some high places really soon. All right, that's it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you later. Bye.